Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Dark Souls 2. We are in this nasty, poison area thing. It kind of sucks. We're exploring around here, checking stuff out. I've got some equipment. We've been picking up some items. Inventory. We got all this, Titanite and stuff. I just picked up a green poison Titanite. We hadn't had any of those before. We're running around killing enemies, skeletons. There's a lot of skeletons in this area. There's a whole, skeleton crypt tomb area thing that we haven't explored, but, that'll have to come later, because right now we're going down into the toxic, nasty, gross, horrible area. Safe zone. Soul of a Nameless Soldier. Safe zone. Also, I feel like I forgot to eat my fruit. And then we'll go ahead and eat a poison moss. So I have slight poison resistance right now. I guess that's what the green sparkly thing around me is. Okay, so that just leads to there. To that that ladder that we saw earlier. There's an item up there that I would like to get. Oh, and of course there's one of those executioner guys. Well, or, torturers, that's what I've been calling them. I don't actually know what they're called. Oh, there's two of them in here. Oh, there's more than two. I hear one behind me. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Bad, 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 bad. I'm gonna die here. Yep. 4 of those things. Holy cow, how are we supposed to deal with that? What a great way to start off the video, everybody. That's unfortunate. Oh yes, there's a new bonfire that we discovered here. Try rear and then try stabbing in the back. Okay, so that was off to the left. Looks like there's a passageway over here to the right. I don't want to... Well, I kind of do want to fall down there, actually. Alright, at least these big things here don't have very good aim when it comes to their spells. Alright. Oh, and there's something up there. What is that? That guy has a huge hammer! What is that? There are some creepy enemies in here. I don't know if I like this. Okay, so there's a bunch of items down in the poison fog. We can hop down there and check out. I would like to explore a little bit first, see what else might be laying around here. Other enemies and whatnot that we can deal with. Okay, so there's one of you big hammer enemies. Oh, and it got poisoned. Okay, so pretty much what I would expect. Just, you have a giant hammer. That's your gimmick here. Oh man, that got risky at the end there. Okay, so we know that we don't want to have anything to do with those pots. Oh, that was unexpected. It looked like he'd gotten stuck on that pot, and I was right. I just hadn't expected him to attack to try to break the dumb thing. Alright, do you do 2 pounds or just 1? Or are you going to do multiple? That's okay. I'm kind of just going to write those 10,000 souls that we lost off as gone forever. Looks like there's a bunch of poison vats up there as well. How did you die? You died by going down and to the right. Earthen Peak. That's new. There's something hissing down there. Or up there. Those like giant snakes. Ugh. This place just gets worse and worse. Alright, let's check out the upstairs here. Maybe. These are definitely going to be full of poison. Yep. Alright, well. Oh no. Oh boy. Saw that big old hammer enemy up there. He got mad. Okay, so these are not just poison vats, these are toxic vats. Which is super bad, but on the plus side, we don't really have to do anything at all about that enemy. He toxicked himself to death. Now, hopefully we can avoid the same fate. Okay, so we can go check that out there. I'm fully expecting that I'm going to have to use a caressing prayer here in just a moment. Oh, okay. I was kind of expecting those vats to have, like, lingering poison or something. Harvest Valley. Friend, but oddball ahead. Light ahead. We do still need to drop down and grab a bunch of the items that are floating around down there. Don't worry, I'm not forgetting about those. We will be coming back. I just kind of want to make sure the area is safe and we're not going to have anything, like, jump out at us when we do this. Here? Oh. That's what I heard. I somehow doubt that you are the friend but oddball that we had ahead. I also need to be very careful to not roll back into the... Oh man, you do not take much fire damage. To not roll off into the poison. Okay, so looks like my lightning sword's definitely going to be the way to go against those enemies. Liar ahead. Okay. You know what this looks like? This looks like our sunlight altar. Yes, look at that. Best gesture in the game. We can join the altar. Oh, heirs of the sun. Warriors of sunlight? Nope, we're now heirs of the sun. That's my new covenant. Got the sun seal. We can offer sunlight medals. I'm assuming we get the sunlight medals the same way through assisting other players in jolly cooperation. That was the only one that we had. We picked it up along the way. So what does that ring do? Covenant ring for heirs of the sun. Ring of the heirs to the sun covenant. Slightly increases miracle attack power. Worship of the sun, now a lost belief, was once widespread amongst great warriors. Members of this covenant can leave their golden signs to be more easily summoned to join brethren in jolly cooperation. I am all about that. So our miracles will be slightly stronger, which is good, because I'm using these miracles a lot. And we will have an easier time getting summoned for jolly cooperation. And one of my messages just got raided. I don't really know what that does. Other than, like, raiding the message, obviously, but, like, I don't know what that does for us. Some sort of benefit. Okay, cool. So that's awesome. I really like that covenant in the first game, and upgrading my standing within the covenant gave us a better lightning spear miracle. So I'm wondering if we will get a similar benefit in this game. And I am 100% going to be trying that out. I've been really enjoying the jolly cooperation anyway, so now the game's just giving me yet another excuse to do something that I've already been enjoying. Okay, that was the room that we just checked out. So this was the hammer enemy that we shot off the bridge earlier, and then that's back into the poison room where we dealt with a couple more of those hammer enemies. So I guess from here I'm just going to check out those... You know what, we're going to go ahead and use a common fruit. Chameleon, Soul of a Brave Warrior. Chameleon looked to be a spell, probably a sorcery spell. It was a sorcery spell in the first game. I'll go ahead and use a Caressing Prayer here, just to try to prevent my HP from going down too much. Human Effigy, Large Titanite Shard. So again, continuing the theme of this game wants us to go upgrade a bunch of our equipment. Oh no, we can't do anything there. Okay. Oh, whoops, not what I meant to do. Oh, that'll help cancel out our HP loss. There are a couple of items down below there, so I guess just Geronimo? Fading Soul. Oh, this is disorienting. Simpleton Spice, so that's the item that we saw just a moment ago here. So that's that. There's one more hole that I want to see if we can fall down. Does it look like there's anything of worth in there? No, I think that's where we just were. Okay, never mind. I'm not going to fall down there then. I wonder if we could knock this platform down. That looks like a no. Can knock that one down. We crawled up that hole earlier. I want to get that item. I would love to get my souls back. I guess we can check out Chameleon that we got. Was that the only thing that we've picked up? Oh, Skeleton Lord Soul. We never read this description after defeating that last boss. Soul of a Skeleton Lord who reigned from deep within the Huntsman's copse. The old Iron King commanded the capture of all undead, but those charged with the task were overcome by the curse. Use the special soul, blah blah blah, create something of great worth. Also go depetrify a person. Oops, sorry, that is my cat rubbing her head against the microphone there. Jeez, kitty, you're all about interrupting this Let's Play today, aren't you? Chimes, Pyromancy Glove. Just going through here. Oh, we picked up at some point a set of Prisoner's Tatters off just like a random hollow. Really garbage defense, but raises item discovery. It might be worth upgrading this. It might be worth. I am planning on upgrading this so that, you know, it's going to be crappy defense, but at least it'll be slightly less crappy defense if I upgrade it a bunch. And then equipping this for the item discovery, because I am all about that. Item discovery will typically lead to like getting better weapons with greater frequency. That seems very important to me. Okay, yes, and then Chameleon is a sorcery. Or, yeah, sorcery. We don't have enough to cast it. We do have Fireball, or, yeah, Fireball. Fireball hurled toward foes. The power of a Pyromancy. Okay, nothing interesting there. Simplest Pyromancy of all, but surprisingly effective. Lingering Flame, that's from Strayed. So I guess none of those are particularly interesting. Okay. Well, we are right near the bonfire. I would really like to try to get my souls back, so I'm going to make that... I'm going to make an effort to do that. And we don't have anything else that would be worthwhile or helpful for us to do this, so... This might be an absolutely horrible idea. Can I get your attention? Ooh, you know what I can do? think I have some here with me. Yes, alluring skull. We're gonna throw this. Is that gonna get your attention? No? Nothing? Oh. Oh, cool. I can just grab my souls from there. Ah, okay. We already dealt with that guy up there. So, let's see. I guess back into that poison room and then up probably where the snakes and things were. You know what? Change of plan. I'm thinking. I think I want to go back and upgrade my equipment with all the Titanite shards that we've been getting here. So we're going to head back to Majula and do that. That seems like a better use of my time. Whoops, don't need to rest there. We can also go depetrify. Oh, look, there's our friend who was selling the ores. We can also go depetrify the lady over there in that direction.
I knew you.
Let's see, does she have anything new for sale? Yeah, so like, these life gems are new that she's selling them infinitely. So I wonder if...
Lonely.
I wonder what triggers that. Alright, do you have anything else to sell us now?
Oh, fancy meeting you here. Speak up if you need anything at all, alright?
What is that she's holding? Like a bone or something now? Last time it was just a rock. Okay, so her inventory did not change. I do want to buy this bonfire aesthetic. It's going to be super expensive, but it's going to be good to have. I'm planning on making use of those later in the game.
Oh, I know. Take these.
Oh, okay.
We can all do with a little help, can't we? I know I always can.
Okay.
These stones may look... Some of them...
Okay, then we already know that.
You know how they call this place... What was it?
Oh, whoops.
Since long... Each like...
Alright, we'll loop through her down again.
Blacksmith over there? Is he one of those hollows? He seems to keep eyeing me up. He sort of looks like my father. He's a blacksmith too, you see.
Oh, interesting.
The poor man's such a worrywart. But he wouldn't follow me out here, would he? I was born in a land to the west, Volgan. Famous for its merchants. There were great, bustling cities. But for me, they were suffocating. And so I set out, in search of stones in faraway lands. There are dangers, for certain. But I much prefer to live this way. But for the life of me, I can't remember how I ended up here. It's as if I were drawn to the place. Or lured in. Oh, I don't know. These stones may... Some of them are used to smith weapons and armor. And some unique. Some of them are extremely... None of the differences are easily...
Okay, so we've already heard that before, so this next one is the one I skipped over on accident.
You know how they call this place Drang Lake, right? Well, in the old lore, in stories and the like, they said it had another name. What was it? Well, I don't know. It's just something I heard. Since long, long ago, many kingdoms have risen and fallen on this very spot, each like a great flame that turns to soot. Maybe that's why people don't remember much about the past. No interest. I'll provide...
Do you have anything else? Okay.
No interest.
Let's see. We haven't talked to this guy up here in a while, so I'm just going to check with him and see if he has any new dialogue. While we're back in Majula.
Quite a hive of activity. I'd forgotten how much comfort a little companionship can bring. Once I'd lost everything. But now, I am grateful for what you have taught me. It is very little, but please, take this.
Cool, people are giving us stuff. Holy cow, that's a soul vessel. We could use that to respec.
Long ago, she kept... I wonder where the fun...
Okay, we've heard that before.
Did you notice any
Heard that before.
poignant? If you may not the.
Heard that before.
Do you see the way beyond?
Heard that before.
But don't. Hades.
Heard that before.
The gate. But how it. Have you seen? I don't know. The flame you see.
Okay, so we've heard all these before.
The flame.
He gave us a soul vessel, but everything else, there was no other like actual new dialogue there, so that's fine. Blacksmith guy, he probably has something to say. Also, we do want to upgrade our stuff.
Oh, I'd given you up for dead. Almost had me worried, really. My witless daughter finally came home, just as oblivious as she's always been. Well, at least now I can keep an eye on her.
Okay, so it is father and daughter.
Stones? Try asking my daughter. You might be surprised. Drat. Don't spend...
Heard that.
You'll need souls.
Heard that.
Don't waste my wit...
Okay.
Well,
That was all. Do you have anything new to sell us? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, okay. So let's reinforce some stuff. I would like to reinforce, as I said, the rags. We're not going to get a whole lot out of these tatters. Oh man, we're getting like nothing at all. If I upgrade them to, what, like +5? That's going to burn through a ton of our Titanite shards. I'm going to upgrade it a little bit. I'm not going to use a large Titanite shard on it, though. Let's see. We're going to upgrade our chime. Yeah, I'll upgrade you twice. We still haven't found a person who can actually, like, give us, like, elements and things on our weapons, which is kind of unfortunate, but I imagine that that's going to happen eventually. I will upgrade my fire sword a little bit. I've been neglecting that. We'll upgrade the mace, because I would like to be using that. Knight's leggings, I'm kind of enjoying using these. They are fairly heavy, but pretty good defense for all things considered. And then we already purchased all of his Titanite shards, hadn't we? Okay.
I'll be around.
So, no, we are out of Titanite shards. There are no more left for us. At least not yet. Not that we know of. Not that I know of. I don't know about you. I have my stuff upgraded, though. That feels pretty good. Cat's just kind of scratching at the wall there. I am going to swap over to the tatters for now. Oh, we look so creepy wearing those. But the extra chance to find things might be useful.
No, you do have a rather pleasant scent. The type I'm quite fond of.
So we can check our covenants. So we're rank 0 in all of these, but we are in Heirs of the Sun. I'd like to upgrade my rank in that one.
This place is already dead. Everything will crumble and waste away so that something new may be born. Isn't it wonderful?
I like the cat.
This place is fascinating. We receive only the most peculiar visitors. Folk like yourself. It's enough to keep even a cat amused.
Whoops, don't want to abandon covenant. Buy item. Do you have anything else? You have a couple of rings that I haven't purchased yet. And then, like, some homeward bones.
Nothing suited you.
Prison stones and things like that. None of those look particularly interesting to me right now. I haven't tried falling down there yet. That's on my to-do list. No desire to go back there. We can talk to Crazy Map Guy and see if he has anything else to say. I'm curious to know... I imagine somebody at some point is going to come in here and be in front of that giant book, because that's just an odd room, considering that there's nobody in there. Let's hop down here and talk to Map Guy again, see if he has anything interesting to say. I'm assuming not.
Ah, yes. There is something I wanted to tell you. I was born in the land of Mirror. Mirror is also the home of an infamous killer, a knight in name alone. He was locked in the dungeon for multiple murders. But shortly before his execution, he managed to escape. And the other day, I saw a fellow with a striking likeness, and then... Wait. Well, I think he looked rather similar. No, it's true. I saw just such a man, I swear. I believe his name was... Cray something. I believe. They shared some resemblance, I think. I would not venture far. It was blocked, but it was... Did you see the flame? But there is some...
Okay, and he has nothing else to say, so...
It was
I wonder if he's referring to Creighton? The guy who we freed earlier, he was locked in the bonfire area back in, I don't know, wherever we just were. The forest area, right before we fought the skeletons, the Skeleton Lord boss. Creighton said that he had been locked in there by Pate, and that Pate is a murderer. Now, crazy map guy who doesn't remember anything says maybe Creighton might be a murderer? He might be a bad person after all? Wait, we got a little intrigue on our hands.
Oh, hello again. I hope you find something of use.
Looks like his inventory hasn't changed, but I don't think... Well, I don't really care about that guy. He just sells a couple pieces of armor and a couple of shields. We have a good shield. Fine using this shield that we've stuck with for most of the game. I have not seen our sorcerer friend. He said that he was going to come back to town. Just going to do a quick look around, see if we spot him. He might be up here by the Covenant Stone thing. He might even still be back in No Man's Wharf. I don't know. Listen carefully. Do it. Yeah, no thanks. We can also go check with the Miracle Seller person back down here. Try hexes. Friend or wretch?
Just speak up if that's what...
So there are a couple of things we haven't purchased from her yet. Great Heal Excerpt, Resplendent Life, Force, and Homeward.
You deserve to have these, for your faith has truly deepened.
Holy cow. Idol's Chime, Saintshood, Saint's Dress, Saint's Long Gloves, Saint's Trousers.
And seek greater miracles. With your faith, you deserve no less. Miracles have been passed, isn't it? And now, what is the first? Well, it's... You require... To cast miracle. We preserve... You must.
Okay, she has nothing else to say. We got like a whole armor set from her, though. Increase the number of casts for each spell? Ooh hoo hoo. Saint's Dress. Dress worn by the miracle casting clerics. Belonged to Licia of Lindelt. While it's true Licia dedicated herself to miracles, it's rare for anyone to pass through life without trouble. Even clerics aren't always who they seem. Okay, so that seems like the game is trying to imply something about her. Gloves worn by miracle casting clerics. Belong to her. It's true dedicated herself to blah blah blah. Okay, that's all the same. Blah blah blah, all the same stuff. Are any of these any good? I mean, they're light. I mean, that's significantly lighter and not too shabby when it comes to defense, although it doesn't scale as well. Kind of makes me wish I hadn't just upgraded all my equipment. I get that thing on her head. Oh, it's her armor, isn't it? She just gave us her own armor. Oh, I think I like finding items for now more. Well, actually, I take that back. Let's do this. Let's go back and we'll rest at the bonfire and we'll see how much our spells have increased. And then from there I'll gauge whether or not it's going to be worth it to use this hood instead of our merchant hat thing. Or whatever that was called. Wandering merchant's hat? Traveling merchant's hat? Something like that. Four heal, 5 caressing prayer, 12 lightning spear. So it just gave 1 to everything, except 2 to emit force. But if we swap heal out for... Oh, you can just see on everything. It shows how many casts you get on each one. So if we swap out heal for med heal and we keep wearing this goofy hat thing, we will get 3 casts of it. Whereas normal heal we will only get... Well, 3 normally. Normally we'd only get 2 med heal. I don't know. This is a tough decision. I'm gonna not wear this hat right now because I think it looks kind of stupid, but also because it seems... I don't know. I don't see a huge benefit from it. If we could upgrade it, then maybe it'd be a different story. I'm fine with this get up for now. I'm hoping that the extra item discovery will be worthwhile. I mean, I like the item discovery in these sorts of games. I always like to play as a sort of treasure hunter when I can. Oops, wrong way. We're gonna go back and we're gonna use that de-petrifying branch thing here. I don't know how far into this area I want to explore. We can check out what's on the other side of this door, at least, once we de-petrify this statue here. Fragrant Branch of Yore. Yes, I'll use it. Hello. Hello. I rescued you.
Thank you.
You have quite the raggedy dress.
I've been petrified. Hard to speak. Give me a moment, please.
Okay. I will give you a moment. I will kill these creatures while I wait. Come on. And we'll kill this one as well.
I'm fine. I think... No. I'm fine. Really, I am. My name is Rosabeth. Thank you so much for rescuing me. Oh. You're that traveller. I still haven't thanked you. Well, I'm quite a hand at pyromancy.
Ooh.
So perhaps you could consider this my thanks.
Prism stone. What does that do? Oh, I think I do know what that is. Emits light and marks one's path. does nothing special, but if you feel you may lose your way, it can serve as a path marker. So you can drop it on the ground, it'll glow. In the first game, if you dropped them over an edge, it would break and it would make a noise depending on whether or not you would be able to survive that fall. So, like, it would scream if you dropped it and the fall would be too far, you know, and you would die if you fell down there. Very useful in the Tomb of Giants, although I never really relied on it much.
I was attacked and turned to stone, I think. I owe you my life. If you had not come... Oh, I feel shameful, wearing these rags. I hate to burden you further, as you've already saved my life, but just look at me. My clothes are in tatters. Do you have any clothing that you could spare? I'll take anything, whatever you don't need. I'm not particular when it comes to apparel. Anything at all will do. Just put it on the ground, and I'll change into it later.
Okay, so we can buy things. Fire defense, lightning defense, and dark defense. All these different rings. Pyromancer Glocken crafted so many of these replicas that they became widespread, such as his fellow magicians harshly scolded him for undermining lessons gained from harsh training. Made a hefty profit by selling these replicas, that's the flame one. Well known that they have saved the life of many a traveler. That's neat. Oh, she sells these burrs that boost your... Oh, she sells fire seeds. Those are expensive. Pyromancy is Fireball, Fire Orb, which is just like a huge, more powerful fireball. Combustion, where you just kind of explode the ground in front of you a little bit. Poison Mist, just what it sounds like. The spell contradicts the very principles of pyromancy, suggesting that its creator had a heretical streak. You spit out a cloud of poison mist. Fire Orb, a stronger form of a fireball, creates a fireball that is hurled at a foe, also inflicts damage to foes near the point of contact, so it does a little splash area of effect thing. The power of pyromancy is infused by one's pyromancy flame, blah blah. Flash Sweat, pyromancy that internalizes the power of flame. Sweat profusely, reducing fire damage. Most useful when facing other flame-manipulating pyromancers. Just don't let the looks of you get... Just don't take the looks you get personally. Oh, okay. Because you sweat profusely. Iron Flesh. Pyromancy that internalizes the power of flame turns the body into iron, increasing defense and resistance. As one might guess, the rock-solid flesh enabled by this spell dramatically slows movement, guaranteed to cause trouble if used at an inappropriate or inopportune moment. So it slows you down massively. All of these spells that we're seeing here, they were all in the first game. Oh, so we can just give her equipment here. She can have the Royal Swordsman Helm. She can have Rogue Armor. She can have the Varangian Cuffs. And she can have Rogue Leggings. That's fine. We had duplicates of most of those.
I'm very happy for this gift. After I change into this, I'm heading for Majula. I'm not sure where I might find my lord, but perhaps Majula is my best chance.
So she's looking for someone, it sounds like?
I'm going back to Majula. I hope we can meet again.
We haven't actually talked to her. Oh, we can reinforce our flame, too. Let's do that. Might as well.
I have my very own teacher. His name is Carillion of the Fold, a famed sorcerer in Melfia, our hometown.
Oh, that's cool.
I was fascinated by sorcery. And so, well, he's so unique, you see. When he set out for Drang Lake, I couldn't let him go alone, but we were separated. Quite early on, I'm afraid. I'm rather unskilled. My lord probably ditched me. Oddly, I'm a fast learner when it comes to pyromancy. What we're fascinated by, and we're skilled at, are not always the same thing. Why can't I just focus on what I truly enjoy? Oh dear, I shouldn't be so choosy. It's hardly my place. I have my very...
Okay, then she's cycling through that again. That's interesting. We ran into that guy before. Okay, so I want to try something. I'm kind of interested in using pyromancies a little bit, which is why I've been upgrading my glove. Let's use one of these souls here and see how much we get from a Fated Soul. 50. Okay, so that's not much, but I wasn't really expecting these to be worth much. Soul of a Nameless Soldier, large Soul of a Nameless Soldier, Soul of a Proud Knight, Soul of a Brave Warrior. Nope, they don't have any interesting description, it looks like.
I hope.
Blah, blah, blah. Sell me a spell, please. Iron Flash. Flash Sweat might be nice. It'll give us fire resistance. I'm expecting at some point in the game we're going to go into an area and there's going to be, like, fire is going to be a concern. And I'll buy Fire Orb because that's a nice spell to have. And I know I'm not really going to be using any of these anytime soon. I'm going to want a few more attunement slots before I do.
Be safe.
But good to have them for if and when I do decide to use sorceries, or pyromancies, whatever those are. Alright, let's talk to this guy.
What? Clearing the way was your doing, was it? Didn't think you had it in you, pal. No. That's not like it sounds, you know. It was a pleasant surprise, that's all. Name's Ben Hart. Thanks to you, I can resume my journey. If we share the same path, I'm sure that we are going to meet again. I'll repay my debt to you in battle. I swear it, by my sword. The road ahead's going to be long, but I'm here to help.
I like this guy.
It's a true man who honours his debts, and I'll see mine paid. I swear it, by my ancient sword.
Joy. We learned that from him.
It's a true... I swear it.
Do you have anything to okay, nope, that's all. Cool, so I'm assuming from what he said there that he's probably going to be someone that we can summon for combat later on. Like, he'll jump in and assist us against the boss. Oh no. Oh boy. Can I roll out of the way, please? Oh no, there's a basilisk there? Oh boy. Oh, that was bad. I was not expecting that to happen. Let's run back and see if I can get my souls, I suppose. That was rough. Yeah, I probably should try to use some of my spells in there. I'll see if that works. I mean, pyromancies also might be effective in there, I don't know. Emit Force is fairly quick to cast, though. I would really like to just get in there and get my souls. I'm hoping that door isn't closed off permanently. Permanently-ish. I don't see why it would be, though. We have to be able to get in there at some point, right? We have to get through that. I'm assuming. I'm assuming we have to get through that. The game wouldn't give us an area we could only get into once, would it? Okay, cool. There's my souls. Now the question is, are all those monsters in there? Okay, and everything's closed off again. Alright, we'll come back and we'll deal with that later. That was kind of nasty. What else? There's these skeleton catacomb areas back by where we fought the skeleton lord boss. We could try falling down the pit in the middle here. There is the Executioner's Chariot boss thing back up in the forest area. Alright, I'm thinking of one more thing that we can do. Let's travel the No Man's Wharf. While we're just kind of goofing around, talking to everybody, hunting down all these merchants, and buying some fun stuff, there's one more merchant that we haven't talked to yet. So let's go talk to this guy. And I have a suspicion about him based on somebody told me on Twitter the other day. So we're gonna do this. Let's see. Don't want that. Don't want that. Don't want those. I'm gonna store those. Don't want them with me. I'm gonna store the Lord vessel, or the Soul vessel. And then I'm going to pull out a bunch of stuff that we can sell. I don't care about those. I don't care about these. They're for PvP. I don't care about these. But honestly, we can just, like, withdraw everything here. So I think we can sell stuff to this guy. That's where I'm going with this. Oh, we picked up the Idol's Chime. In any town, there will be a few folk with unusual urges. They either endeavor to resist these urges or act upon them out of the view of others. The world is not so welcoming, they may bear their souls true. That's kind of a weird thing to have in the description of the miracle-selling Holy Lady's talisman. Take all those. I'm just going to take everything. I believe that... Jeez. I believe that we can sell a whole bunch of this equipment, or all these items, to the merchant ahead here. So pretty much everything that I have no intention of ever using later in the game, we're gonna sell. I'm gonna keep... Actually, let's go here. Let's do this. I'm gonna keep the hat, the one that lets us cast spells more. Let's keep the Pyromancer's robe. We'll keep her dress. I'm going to keep the Brigand armor with me, since I have upgraded that a little bit, and we'll keep the other armor set that I've upgraded a little bit with me as well. We're keeping one set of Royal Swordsman's gloves. We'll keep her gloves. We'll keep the ones that I have equipped right now, obviously. I'll keep the Knight's Gauntlets. It's useful to keep around a couple pieces of heavy armor, just so that I can kind of mix and match and maybe, you know, equip lighter armor here, heavier armor there, and kind of keep my weight balanced and try to keep decent defense. If that makes any sense at all. So let's take everything over here. And what do we got down here? Old ironclad leggings. These are, like, prohibitively heavy, but we'll keep them. Keep that, we'll keep that. We're wearing night leggings, we'll drop off the heavy boots as well. So those are fine. I like all these rings. Silvercat ring, we'll keep. White ring, I'll deposit that. We'll deposit the Guardian seal. We'll keep all those other things there. I'll deposit those spells. I have no intention of using them right around now. And then that's pretty much it for our inventory. Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of junk, but I'm okay with that. So now let's go see if we can actually sell it, because that might have all been for naught. And I'll feel quite silly if that turns out to be the case. Now, the merchant isn't too far, but we are going to have to fight those long-armed, creepy monsters. Which, I mean, it's okay. Like, they take a lot of damage from my lightning, but just something to be aware of, because it's going to be maybe a little tedious. Yeah, I might want to equip, like, some of the, like, the night leggings or night gloves or something, like some heavier armor, just to balance out the increase finding item rates, crappy prisoner rags armor that I have equipped right now. Because these are pretty awful. Let's heal real quick and not walk off the edge. Yeah, getting more attunement slots soon would also be nice. Let me have a wider array of spells to cast. So I wouldn't mind having like some pyromancies and things, having a few extra ranged attack options. Oh, I thought you were dead. Okay. Killed all those. Yeah, let's probably Hadouken this guy. Not really seeing a lot in the way of extra item drops. Although I am learning that I have a very, very low defense. We definitely need to do something about that. Here's the dog. And then this guy up here. So are these things going to drop the Pyromancer set all over again? Because that was what they dropped last time. Oh, that's a long sword. But there's still a bunch more in here. There are a lot of these things. Good news is that they're not that bad to fight. Not anymore. I've lost a lot of the original fear I had of these things. Whoops, that was bad. And actually, while I have all of my equipment here with me, I want to check real quick. Let's go through our shields. I want to keep an eye out on poison resistance and like bleed resistance, those things over on the right, and see. So the Varangian shield does less physical damage blocked, but more of the different status effects. So it might be worth hanging on to one of these Varangian shields just for the sake of that extra boost if we need it. Like, I don't know, in the poison area. Oh, where did you come from? Jeez, you scared the crap out of me. Oh, then he's kind of going berserk there. Alright, no, there were two of them up here, I thought. Yep, so there's the other one. Oh, you're not dead. There we go. So I don't know that our increased item drop rate is really working out so well right now. This guy, let's talk to you.
Who are you? I, Gavlan. Gavlan will, Gavlan deal. Gavlan wants soul. Many, many soul. What you want. With Gavlan, you will, you deal.
Okay, so he's a little wacky. Ah, see, and we can sell stuff to him here. Okay, here we go. We'll sell daggers. We will sell the parrying dagger. Sell the bandit knife. Sell the broken thief sword. Cannot sell the black flamestone dagger. Oh, so it looks like I can't sell the collector's edition items. Sell the short sword. Sell the long sword. Broken straight sword. Broadsword we will keep. Varangian sword, we do not have the strength to wield. I'll keep it. There's a chance, I mean, my strength is close. There's a chance that I might be getting some extra strength at some point. Bastard sword will sell all of you. Great sword will sell you. Mailbreaker will sell you. Any dexterity things I'm going to sell. I'm not ever going to use dexterity-based weapons. Hand axe we can get rid of. Infantry axe has crappy scaling. We'll get rid of that. Bandit axe. Probably not going to use... It's close, so we'll hang on to that. Magic mace, we'll hang on to you. Hide spear, we'll get rid of that. Malformed skull, as fun and cool as that was, I'm going to get rid of it. I'm not ever going to use it. It has a huge strength requirement. All three halberds, we can get rid of those. Old knight halberd, we'll get rid of that also. Twin blade, I liked it. It was cool looking, but it's dexterity, so we can get rid of it. Large club, 26 strength to wield that. Fortunately, it's going to go. Monkey this mace can't get rid of. Ladle, we'll hang on to that, because that's just kind of fun. Craftsman's hammer, same thing. Morning stars. I mean, they're not completely out of the question. I don't think I need two, though, so we'll sell one of them. Pyromancy flame we'll keep, obviously. Cleric sacred chime. I mean, I'm going to hang on to all the chimes. I might as well. That way I can kind of bounce around and make sure we have a good one. We'll sell that. Sell all these extra shields that I'm not ever going to use. Hollow soldier shield, you can go away. Tower shield, you can go away. I can't wield either of the crossbows with one hand, although the light crossbow is not that far away. I'm going to two-hand it, though. I'm going to use the heavy crossbow. I'll hang on to both of them. I don't know that I'm going to use either of them ever again, but you never know. And then armor selling time. Yeah, I'll sell the knight's armor. Hood, we can sell you. Man, look at all this junk that we've had building up in our inventory. Alright, I think you guys get the idea. I'll finish going through my inventory in a bit. Let's see what he has to sell to us. Ring of Giants increases poise. Holy cow. The beloved ring of the gallant shieldless Lothian, formerly of Ferosa, increases poise. Lothian was born a peasant and died a general. His determination and diligence were unmatched, especially on the battlefield, where he earned his name by choosing to fight without a shield. We can't see how much it'll increase our poise. That's pretty sweet, though. I'm going to go ahead and buy that. Poison arrows, which would be cool if we ever used poison thing. A bow. Ooh. Poison moss. I only have 9. We'll buy a stack of these poison mosses. We'll buy all of his poison throwing knives. Those seem like they might be useful. Let's talk to him and see what he has to say.
With Gavlan, you deal. Much deal. These you take. For you.
Huh. Grim Great Axe. $50 strength. Holy moly. Great axe used by the nomadic Germ? Not sure how to pronounce that. At first glance, this great axe appears crude. But with further examination, one sees the fine craftsmanship of Germ blacksmiths. Quite heavy for a human, but swung about with reckless abandon by the Germ. That's interesting. That's unique. I'm not ever planning on using it. I kind of want to equip it just to see how large it is, though. I'm gonna go through and just sell all the rest of this junk real quick. So it looks like we can't sell any actual, like, consumables, right? Sell rings. I'm not going to, because that seems silly. We can sell a bunch of arrows. I mean, I'm not ever going to use arrows, ever. Crossbow bolts, sure, we'll hang on to those. Okay, so we can sell items there. Alright, well, I'm gonna do all... Actually, wait, let's talk to him. See if he has some more to say.
Gavlan will, Gavlan deal. Gavlan wants so... What? With Gavlan? Gavlan will...
Okay, so he just says the same thing. I'm gonna sell all the rest of my crap off camera. I just realized how long this video's been going on. So yeah, I'm gonna sell all this stuff off camera and then probably just run back to Majula on my own. I might do a little bit of Jolly Cooperation off camera as well. Again, I know that's kind of been a running theme, but we are now in the Heirs of the Sun Covenant, and getting Sunlight Medals through Jolly Cooperation, I'm assuming we need 10 again, like in the first game. That'll increase our rank and maybe get us some cool stuff. So I'm probably going to do a bit of cooperation to work towards that goal of getting cool stuff. Because I like stuff. Yeah, thanks for joining me, everyone, and I will see you in the next video.